Studio 10 to cook up a gourmet spin on traditional day after St. Patrick's Day Irish fare. But before we get to that, the Isle of Innisfree, the 4 Celtic voices.
We're back live inside Studio 10. Of course, a lot of us enjoy corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day, but then sometimes once it's over and you got the leftovers, it's a little anticlimactic. It's like, well, I don't know if I want it 2 days in a row or not.
Well, that's why we need a professional to help us know what to do with it the day after St. Patrick's Day. And Chef Robert Hesse of Hell's Kitchen fame is back. Also, Paschetti's here in the Bay Area is back to show us what to do.
But first, he has a very, very, very important announcement to make. Something that's going to happen right after the show. Tell everyone, this is a world announcement, right?
Yeah, it's a premiere. So, well, thank you for having me back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have you back.
It's an exciting time for me and my family and at Paschetti's. My fiance Laura and I are expecting our first child, and right after this, we're going to our first ultrasound. So,
Yay! Oh my gosh, that's so exciting!
We have I have a beautiful stepdaughter named Evie, and this will be our first child. So I'm very excited, and we'll get right into it.
And how old is your stepdaughter?
6 years old, and she's a Spitfire, and she's the next to be on TV.
Oh man, she's probably going to be so excited to have a little brother or sister.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Hey, and in a few years, you got a built-in babysitter. I'm telling you, that's very important.
That's true. All right.
You know, when we think about holiday cooking, we always think about the rush and everything of the day, right? So I said, you know what, let's do something like, what do you do the day after with all these leftovers? You gave away some Tupperware to your guests, like, take it. So you got some leftovers. So what I said, hey, you know, let's take some traditional, like, Irish fare, corned beef and cabbage, put a little twist on it with some steak, and if you have Guinness, if you have any left, you know, it is St. Patty's Day.
Well, sure.
So what we're going to make today is we're going to make a corned beef traditional potato hash.
Okay.
And with a New York strip. What I got here is a New York strip steak. We're going to go ahead and sear it with salt and pepper.
Little sea salt and pepper.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. A little black pepper.
What's that one? What was the second one?
What's the orange stuff?
Yeah, what's the orange stuff?
The orange stuff we're going to put in is a little blackened seasoned for a little heat.
Blackening.
Absolutely.
Oh,
so what
okay.
we want to do is sear the steak. I put some butter right there into the steak.
Oh man.
All right, and we just want to let that go. The big misconception is you want to move things around. Just let it go. Just let it sear, get nice and hard, and just let the sugars adhere to it. The next pan, what we're going to do is we're going to take some more butter and start the hash. Okay.
Now I notice you cube your butter. Is
Cube
it?
the butter, so it's, and also start with a hot pan. Okay.
Sure.
You want to start with the potatoes.
That's what you told us last time too.
Exactly. You want to
Always
start
hot
with
pan.
When in doubt, have a hot pan.
sliced potatoes, okay, that are boiled from you know, St. Patty's Day, and you just let that go like breakfast potatoes. You want to season that with some salt and pepper and some butter, and again let that go. And it's a one pot Susan. So what I mean by that is just everything goes into one pot. You let it go. So put a
One pot Susan.
Like Bob's your uncle.
a little onion, a little pepper, right? Okay.
I think there's a flower called a one-eyed Susan.
There's some leftover carrots from the night before from the St. Patty's,
Right.
the boiled carrots.
You
Put that
always
in
have
there.
carrots left over. You know, that's the one vegetable that's always.
I always have carrots in my refrigerator, period.
Sure.
Like just all the time.
Okay.
And then what you want to do is add the garlic right at the end, okay? Right as it's going, because you don't want to burn the garlic,
Right.
and you want to bring out the natural sugars.
Hey, and when in doubt, you want to have fresh garlic, but what do you think about in an emergency, just in an emergency, Chef, the jarred garlic that's kind of fresh? If it's an emergency.
If it's an emergency, maybe.
Okay.
But you know, you definitely don't want an Englishman behind you when you're doing it.
It's kind of pickled, that stuff.
Well, I say in an emergency, if you don't have the garlic press and the fresh garlic, and you know, it can just get awkward sometimes.
So what you're going to do is you're sauteing this up, you're letting it go, okay?
Okay.
And now we're going to start on the glaze, all right? So what we want to do is we take a half bottle of Guinness if you have any left.
A whole
Okay.
half
A
bottle?
whole half bottle.
Chef.
Right?
That's that one that somebody sat down and walked away and forgot where they put it.
Got a little bit of soy sauce.
You know, that's a good point, Holly.
Yeah.
Is it better if it's a little flat?
No, the fresher the better. It
Okay.
doesn't really matter. You can grab it off your coffee table if there's some left.
In an emergency.
In an emergency.
Emergency.
Okay, a little soy sauce, a little teriyaki, okay, some Dijon mustard. Okay?
Teriyaki? Seriously?
Yeah. A little bit of garlic, okay?
Wow, I feel like you emptied your refrigerator here, Chef. All right.
Some honey so it'll stick some
Honey,
to
okay.
here.
Is that chili sauce? What do we
Yeah,
have
this
there?
is a sweet Thai chili sauce that I used last. I love this stuff. I put it on ice cream.
Oh, no kidding.
Put a little of that in there, right? And you mix it around.
Thai chili
okay?
Sundays, kids. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Now we want to do is we've got this beautiful steak. We're going to go ahead and flip it over.
God.
See how it's nice and brown?
Yes.
Now you want to leave it alone again. And at this point, we're going ahead and add a little parsley.
Hey, a
potatoes.
chef, a buddy of mine that's a chef, he always talks about how you've got to have a good quality pan, not the fanciest pans in the world,
Right.
but tell us about your pans.
These pans are $12 from any restaurant supply store. You don't have to go out there and spend hundreds of dollars on, these name brand pans that I won't say because they probably want to endorse me. But anyway, you want to go ahead and you want to just cook with simple things. When people spend money in the kitchen, you want to spend money on things like knives,
Right.
good quality knives, Wusthof, anything like that.
And ingredients.
And ingredients, the best ingredients possible. So we got our steak going, and the next step is at the hash, we're going to add the corned beef, just cubed corned beef left over. Okay, we're going to stir this around. All right, and this is pretty much done. We just want to heat that up, brown it a little bit, and then right at the end, we're going to add that beautiful glaze that we did and pour it right into the hot pan. Okay?
Oh, man.
All right. So at this point, we go ahead and we cook that steak to medium rare, okay? And we want to baste the steak, all right? So it gets nice and sugar coated and everything, and then we go right into the plate up. And on the plate up, what we want to do is we want to make sure
Plate up. I
the
love
plate
that.
up. Yeah, you got to look at it. That's why we use white plates in the kitchen, okay? You want to look at it like an artist's palette, all right?
Okay, it's like a blank canvas,
Exactly.
right?
Have fun with it.
It's like there's plays that we're doing, you know?
So you start right
And
there
now
in the
let's
middle.
run the plate up.
Start in the middle, okay?
How spoiled is your family? I mean, can they ever eat out at all with you in the kitchen?
You know what?
We can eat out at Paschetti's.
We eat out all the time. Paschetti's restaurant is a really fun family restaurant. It's Italian food, but you're going to get stuff from the show, from Hell's Kitchen, and a lot of eclectic menu items from my other restaurants.
Okay.
So what you want to do at this point is you go ahead and you add this steak. All right.
Add the
Looks
steak.
crazy good.
Right. Put it right over the top.
And again,
okay?
that's a New York strip.
New York strip steak, and then you go ahead and pour a little of this glaze
Don't waste the glaze.
right over the top.
Oh,
all right?
yeah.
And then what I did was I took
Oh, I could swim in that sauce.
I took the green cabbage, okay? I took the green cabbage and that was left over, and I shaved the green
You
cabbage.
fried it?
Yeah, and I fried it with cornstarch and flour and salt and pepper, and put a little leek in there as well, so it gives a little crunch. And what we want to do is we go ahead and fried cabbage and leeks, and you add it right to the top of that steak.
Oh,
that
yeah.
bad boy, that's a fat boy special right there. And then what you do is you sprinkle it with a little love.
Boy, you never
okay?
stop adding things. That's
No, no,
great.
no,
Just
you-
when you think you're done, there's a little bit more.
Exactly, but you don't want to go overboard because too much will ruin the plate.
You got to think like Coco Chanel. You know, you take one thing off. I'm going to take this thing off and put it in my mouth.
Get as good as that looks. Take it all off, everybody. Chef, thank you
Thank
so
you
much
very
for being
much.
here. Congratulations
Thank you
to you
very
and your
much. Thank you.
family.
Thank you.
World announcement right here, folks. Our win stuff word today, guess what? It's Blarney. You're watching Studio 10. Now go to the Studio 10 website. You need those points, and you need to start winning. It's very, very easy.
Studio10.tv is the website. Click on the Win Stuff link at the bottom of the homepage. Type in today's Win Stuff word, which is Blarney, and you'll learn points that you can use to win great prizes.
What are you waiting for? Go to Studio10.tv for your chance to start winning. Once again, Chef, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. All
Loving
right.
it.
Up next, this cabbage is so good. Tips from the Hot Mom's Handbook on how to make your dream of having it all a reality.
But first, it's your AppSco Appliance Center's energy-saving tip of the day.
For greatest efficiency, Energy Star recommends setting your refrigerator temperature between 35 and 38 degrees and freezers at 0 degrees.